Thanks for joining us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now and towing the slab, Casey Mize.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots.
Well, ugly numbers for Casey Mize to start the year. He's had some good starts, but he has had some really miserable ones. And that's why we're in this spot right here. Right now, it's the first pitch. Fastball will miss. Off the plate to Cedric Mullins. Second time this year, we're breaking out the City Connect uniforms, and we all know what happened the first time. Out away by Mullins. And if you missed that game, we got 2 hit, and both of the hits came from a guy that's not even on the 40-man roster anymore, Ryan Kreidler. 2 strikes here on Mullins. Well, if we're going to make mistakes, we got to make them out of the zone. No doubt about that.
That's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Wasn't a very fun game.
And that's too high.
Well, full count to start the game is not exactly ideal. 3-2 on Mullins. Fouled away. Kind of figured. I also don't think I really realized how good Cole Reagans actually was. The fact that he's the Royals ace, I didn't know that. Good slider, dotted low and away from Mize. An early battle with Cedric Mullins, but Mize makes a great 3-2 pitch here. Oh, Mullins way out in front. Had no idea.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan O'Hearn with 1 away.
Added another hit as well.
This is the first matchup of the year with the Baltimore Orioles.
1 out, bases empty.
First of 2, of course.
I
do love what MLB has done with the schedule, at least in recent years. Of, you know, you're seeing every team every year. Curveball is fouled away. I was once again distracted by snack food manifesting behind home plate. The 0-2. Nope.
Ball 1 there.
See if he can go upstairs.
Well, not going to be the quickest first inning here for Mize. Already 11 pitches, only 1 away.
In the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
Oh, wow. I don't know what the hell he thought that was. That was a hanging splitter. And Casey Mize has started this outing with back-to-back strikeouts. Here is a guy that is going to give us problems, I think, the next 2 days.
Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie.
We haven't had to deal with many team superstars batting from the left side of the plate. He swung at that. 1 hopper to Sweeney. That was definitely outside, and Mize starts this out with a 1-2-3 inning. Let's just get a hit here early. That'd be great. Don't wait till that 8 spot or whatever.
And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Kyle Bradish.
A really good
But
outing for him last time.
We do have to think about part of the reason why that game against the Royals happened. We, of course, had the left-hander and Reagans on the mound. And this team struggles like hell to hit left-handers, at least with the guys that are currently healthy. So Justin Henry Malloy will lead off. And then, like I said, I mean, this lineup that we have against right-handers is just, it's not undefeated, but it's pretty damn close. Check swing on the first pitch. We went around. I thought that was a strike anyway. I just mistimed it. It was a strike. I can't complain too much about the call from the first base ump, I guess. In the air from Malloy. Bradish started us off. Sinker fastball. And coming off our last series, we didn't really see a lot of guys that threw a lot of gas. And after a day off with this team, no less, all of a sudden we're facing gas.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the
Harry
ball
Carpenter
in the air,
did get that average back above
I think
400.
even a little more so, there's margin for error
Which is
if you can
shocking
get the
because
ball
remember,
up in
I
the air.
had
So,
said
you'll see at times,
I
I'm
thought
sure,
that
with
his
2
days
strikes,
of that
it
average
looks
being
like
above 400
a
were
half
over
swing
for the rest
they
of the
can get out
season.
the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Ground ball up the middle, and that's only going to go higher. You cannot leave a fastball no matter if you throw it 94, whatever. I mean, 94 is not quick, but if you can throw it hard, doesn't matter. You still can't leave it there, not to a guy like Carpenter. Riley Green with a very quiet 5-game hit streak. Ball 1. This is the kind of weather and time of day here at Comerica Park that does make it a little bit difficult to hit. I'm not a big fan of the ball. Kind of like you lose it in the camera well a little bit, and it does make it a little bit difficult, but hopefully as this game goes on, that will change.
And the slider catches the zone.
It's not target feel bad, but 2 sliders to start out from Bradish. Oh, we went after a good sinker there.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball.
To be honest, I thought straight away it was a fastball just low. But no, it did have some sink on it.
That's a no-no.
And that's inside 2 and 2 here on Green.
Man at first, 1 away.
Bradish can touch 90 miles an hour with that slider. Missed again, 3-2.
And the count's full.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Ah, well, you know. Maybe it's one of those fade in, fade out kind of days.
And the right-hander deals.
Ooh,
Gets a piece
way out in front on that sinker, but we fouled off. Pitch number 10 of the inning upcoming for Bradish. Ground ball foul.
Right side, keeps the AB going.
He's still kind of just floating around mid-90s on both those hard pitches. Even though he can throw it faster.
Payoff pitch.
In the air to right field. And for the first time in a long time, Riley Green has gone deep.
His second of the year, it's 2-0.
Home run number 2.
And it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts.
You knew it wasn't going to last forever. And we got Riley heated up here. No mistake about that one. That's like the reverse order of what we used to do so often last year.
That was a pretty nasty pitch.
Riley Green would bat third, Carpenter fourth. Green would get on, and then Carpenter would go deep. Look at the trajectory on that thing. 433 feet.
Now here is Spencer Torkelson. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Late swing on an 89-mile-an-hour slider. First time we've really seen it up. And a ground ball right side. Bit of a tricky play, but what a play it was. Slider up and away, curveball down and in. A tricky approach there for Torkelson.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres. And that's back up the middle. This first inning is not over yet for Kyle Bradish. He can throw hard, there's no doubt about it, but he's not locating very well right now. And he's leaving a good chunk of pitches just out there easy for us to get to. So now with 2 away in the inning, it is Zach McKinstry.
Struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around.
That felt like a ball that even with McKinstry we can do damage on. Zach just chopped it. 0-1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch
okay, not a great start.
As you would think. Might be able to get through this one.
First questionable call of the night.
The 0-2.
And into left field. That's got a chance to get down, and it does. Bad start out there in left field. And that's back-to-back 2-out hits. The fourth of this first inning for Detroit. And now it's Tomas Nido.
You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And I mean, the pitch count not being in bad shape for Bradish. I mean, we've sent 7 players to the plate. That just kind of shows you that he's giving us a lot to hit early in counts.
Tomas Nido at the plate.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's one of the best pitches that Bradish has thrown this inning. I sat there sitting on a sinker, fastball, something, and it just broke away from us. Check swing. I don't think we went. We did not.
First. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up.
Late break on that slider. 1-1.
2 on, 2 outs.
Oh, tighter slider didn't move nearly as much.
Get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan.
1-2 on Nido.
Him in the box.
Fouled off. Sinker just below the zone there.
First and second,
Ow.
2 down.
A little bit farther below the zone than I thought. 1-2.
Good
Down low again. That was really, really close. If I was Bradish, I'd want that. Yep.
Struck him out looking.
Yeah. I saw a pitch up, and I was just going to take it, and then just broke down right at the knees. And away. What are you going to do? Riley Green goes deep for the first time since maybe the Dodgers series.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
And it is 2-0 Tigers. 4-5-6
back to
for the Orioles.
And a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
My mods are so kind to the bots. Even our misses. I know only threw 16 pitches, but our misses with Mize feel like they're not bad. Take that.
The zone. Now 1-2.
I'm sure your cats are nicer than the ones we had to deal with today. Nope.
And downstairs.
2-2. Orioles are doing a good job of just taking pitches
He's going to have to go to something else to get
in 2-strike counts.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the
2-2.
fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching
That's
up.
That's a great take, even though that's not the greatest pitch.
That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
It's a 3-2.
Right,
goodbye. Wow.
Back, and it's gone.
I don't know how you foul off, and then get a hanging slider of all things. And Tyler O'Neill goes deep to make it a 2-1 game.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that.
Wasn't anything timed up or barreled up on any of those pitches, and then Tyler O'Neill just blasts one.
He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
This is not shaping up to be a very long day for Mize.
Now the third base.
Every at-bat has been a battle.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
That's the thing, is that we pretty much have to perfect time every pitch to have a chance.
That catches the corner.
So far, so good this day. This AB here today.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so
but getting 2 strikes not been the issue.
He does like the bottom part of the strike zone.
Oh wow! That's a bad swing and a miss there for Westburg.
That's if the catcher can present it properly. We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate.
Wow. I don't know if he thought that it was a splitter or what, but not a very good 2-strike swing there. Colton Cowser, hot start to the year.
And now Colton Cowser.
8-game hitting streak. We got guys with early hit streaks just all the time anymore. I mean, the Padres, Tatis, extended his hit streak all throughout the 3 games we played against them. Up the middle, Sweeney. 2 away.
The first in time.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Kobe
Mayo now.
Digs in now.
DHing today for the Orioles. What feels like a rare right-hander.
First offering is fouled off.
Probably. Slider pulled foul.
And foul.
Mize, after the leadoff home run, we'll have a chance to get out of this inning with the lead. And he does. A couple of strikeouts on the day. 4 strikeouts, actually, for Mize now. First Orioles hit. First Orioles base runner. Leaves the yard. 2-1.
Back here in Detroit.
Well, the Tigers offense that got off to a hot start heads back to the plate. As many runs in the first inning as we had hits in the City Connects 2025 debut.
And a slider misses
Ball
down
1 from
and away.
Radish.
Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone.
A BC rebuild, as in Boston College? No.
Obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too
That
predictable.
sinker
Sometimes
felt
it's
like a
different
good
pitches.
swing.
He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
No, never did BC.
The shortstop takes
2-1
the ball.
on Sydney. It's not Shadur. I feel like every team should be looking up at that board and saying, well, did your team draft Shadur Sanders? No? Oh, okay, then you didn't do too bad.
Fouls one off.
Too late.
2-2.
Bradish did ramp that up to 96, though. 2-2 on Trey Sweeney.
And
Whoa!
the swing, it's a strikeout.
Not so certain about that. I would have loved it, at least an appeal.
Here's Baez.
Baez.
At least from where we can see behind home plate, it didn't look like we went, but is what it is. Nothing we can do about it.
Breaking ball
Strike
in there
1 to
for a
Javi.
strike.
Thirtieth pitch for Bradish.
And a swing and a miss.
2 pretty nasty sliders.
Now, Bradish has the swing and miss stuff working here in the second. Even though we've timed a couple of these swing and misses really well. Ooh.
Really nice slider right there.
Slider down and
Sweet
away.
across the
Javi
dish,
Baez's
but
worst
just couldn't
nightmare.
hang the edge.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
And up
And
the
right
middle,
back to the mound.
snagged
Tosses to
by
first.
Bradish for out number
2
2.
out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Top of the order will swing around,
So
Jahan.
the lineup flips over. Justin Henry Malloy now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
They are. They are. And Will Johnson still sits on the board. Perplexing.
Yeah, the pitch
Wow.
is in for a strike. 0-1.
The strong second
planet
inning is
are we
a
on
confidence
up?
builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on.
Man, this guy's got a great feel
Yeah.
for his breaking ball
Bradish
today.
had a rough first inning, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. Much better stuff here in the second.
Here's the 0-2. That's down and in.
Rams taking Shadur. They don't immediately need a quarterback, though. It's a problem for the future.
2 outs. That
Outside
misses the
2-2.
zone. It's 2-2.
And opposite field for Malloy. Curveball curveball hung up there just a little bit long enough for us to kind of time it up decently well. Into right field, and when you extend the inning for Kerry Carpenter, watch out. Nope, not on that.
First offering is fouled off.
Sinker tailed away from us there. Carpenter 1 for 1 here today. The average up to 412. 2-0. It gets away from one of the best catchers in the game, Adley Rutschman.
A man into scoring position.
So now all it takes is a Carpenter single to make this 3-1.
The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
Down low, 2-1. And now with the base open, do you even bother with Carpenter? Probably not. But, I mean, Riley Green did take Bradish deep an inning ago, so we got to stay ready to hit.
First pitch strike,
but the last two pitches haven't really made us think too much.
Patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Okay.
Strike on the inside corner.
Okay.
Full count.
Well, sinkers on the edges for the 2 strikes of the AB. 3-2. Chopper. He's going to somehow get out of this. That's a great pitch, though, I got to say, 3-2.
They lead it 2-1.
For one, to put that sinker on the inside part of the plate to get to 3-2, and then just throw a curveball that we hadn't seen the whole AB.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate.
Whoa.
And a look at the numbers.
Red hot offense for the Orioles this last series they played. No idea who they played. Adley Rutschman, ball 1.
All right, Boog, so
264 to start the year.
And a video of Adley popped up.
Check swing. Did not go.
How athletic is this guy?
No, that was outside. All right, fair enough.
McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Fouled away. Certainly flew open on that. And a ground ball. Glaber with an odd route to it. Never felt like I could get Glaber to deviate from where he was going. Take a more direct route to the ball, but no harm, no foul. The out made. Number 9 hitter Jorge Mateo.
Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0. Swinging a foul straight back. Mize, ready
Number
to fire
37
now.
for Casey Mize is fouled away. That second inning was way better for him. Pitch count wise. Results, no. With the solo home run, but might be able to last a little while longer. And into center field, Riley Green on the run. Basket catch, can't get there. I knew it was going to be a close play from the very start, and I had to kind of balance. Okay, going for this or just getting in front of the ball. And I think we made the right call, just making sure that this didn't turn into more than a single. But it is the top of the Orioles order.
Struck out swinging his first time. And that's way high.
We do have to throw more first pitch strikes with Mize. Nah, it could have been trouble.
Sliced foul.
95 on the sinker to Mullins.
Is it first? We're here in the top half of inning number
2-1.
That just misses.
Just rushing our pitches a little bit. Runner on the move. Oh, hit and run. That was a good ball, I think, for Nito to throw on, even though he is not a great defensive catcher.
2-2 now. And
Foul
it's foul
away.
off. They'll do it again.
Let's try and throw a better splitter. Nope.
And that's outside.
I can't time up the splitter. I can't time up half of this shit. Oh,
And
fuck
ball
me.
forward to a board.
Well, interesting.
Why am I so ass?
Speed and walk the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, we just keep missing away.
1 out. Runners at first and second.
Grounded foul. We have had so many of Mize's misses today. Missed just off that outer edge.
And that one fouled off.
And after a good start getting guys to swing and miss, not so much lately. That one into center. Riley Green is on the run. He can't get there. Tying run is home. We got to stack up on the base pass. A wild throw, and the Orioles take the lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay.
The Orioles just continue to battle and battle and battle in at-bats until eventually Mize makes a mistake. And that's exactly what happened there. And Riley Green, even though he hit the 2-run home run in this game, has been so close on some of these balls that, I mean, he could have made an impact and just hasn't been able to. And that's another first pitch ball to Gunnar Henderson.
He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get
a lot of misses up in the zone.
He's going to get deeper into this game.
Wow.
It is interesting.
That is a perfectly thrown ball, timing-wise, that missed completely.
If your starter doesn't go that
and now it's 3-1.
Teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Oh, this is one of the rare moments where I'm really getting frustrated.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Like, Tigers franchise has been pretty chill to start the year. This is really frustrating.
And that's ball 4.
Second walk of the inning allowed by Mize. And that's like the 4th straight Orioles base runner, maybe even the 5th.
He's already homered in this game.
I don't think there's much of a choice but to at least contemplate the fact that Mize is not going to get through 4. Or maybe even 3, because we can't throw a first pitch strike. It's impossible.
And a strike in there.
13 balls, 15 strikes. Ground ball, it's through, it's 4-2.
In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well done, drives in the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard,
a stretch of the order
tough on the infielders to make any sort of
that Mize got through with ease the first time, outside of O'Neal.
That's in there.
At least the ump's gonna help us out. That's more trouble. I don't even know how he managed to do that, as this is going to get even worse. Westford with great speed. He's in with a 2-run triple, and it is 6-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Put a pretty good jolt into that one.
That was a fastball up and in. Assuming it actually went where I aimed, we timed it perfect. Nope, it's over the middle of the plate. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? That's what I don't get about this year's game, and this has never been something I've noticed before when you use meter pitching. If you perfect time something, it was always inside that circle. This year, it can go fucking anywhere. Still, you can do everything that the game will allow you to do on this setting. And it can still go wherever the fuck it wants.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
I don't even know. That feels like 7 straight base runners.
And he hits a
ground ball to Torkelson. A run is going to score. It is a 6-run inning against Casey Mize.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Kobe Mayo. Struck out swinging his first time.
And
he has no confidence. He just got an out.
Clearly, he hasn't had it.
What are we doing here?
Sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And okay, that's fucking awesome. That's great. Mid-at-bat pitching change, because even though we got an out for the first time in eons,
and here comes the Tigers manager to the mound.
That's what breaks Casey Mize, who won't get through the third.
Back with a new arm after this.
I'd say it's very clear who the weak spot and who will continue to be the weak spot in the rotation is.
Keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Kenta Maeda enters the game in the third. 2 2/3 for Casey Mize today.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 swings and misses. That means we're going to get a foul ball here. Or a pop-up. Well, no, technically in play.
And that'll do it.
Maeda comes on and gets the out, but the Orioles bat around and score 6 runs.
Inning number 3. It's the Orioles 7, Tigers 2.
We talked about the possibility last Friday of the City Connects potentially being cursed. I'm not sure if there's any doubt right now, because look at the 2 games we've lost. I mean, we're likely going to lose this game, but I mean, they haven't been close when we wear these uniforms.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's a whiff from Riley Green.
1 strike.
Rains, it pours.
And there's a foul
Fastball
ball.
up, sinker down, and Kyle Bradish. 2 runs allowed in the first inning on 4 hits. Had the offense pick him up.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Wow.
Pitch misses inside.
2 and 2.
And the count now even up.
That's a really good take right there.
I mean, I'm just thinking about setting ourselves up for the rest of this series. I mean, it's going to be as beneficial as it's going to be beneficial for us to get Bradish out and run through that bullpen here early.
That one
3 and 2.
misses. Full count 3.
And he's letting us do it right now. 48 pitches in. He has not gotten an out here in the third.
Keeps the
How was those? Ball 4.
Ball.
It's a really good sinker, but certainly ball 4. 3-2 again. That's into center field, right back at him.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Leadoff single for Green. He's 2 for 2.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a
Scared the living shit out of Kyle Bradish there.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter.
Yeah, we'll see Torkelson.
Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Strike on the outside. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, wherever some of those calls. Because we've been hitting right off the edge all day with Mize. A lot of those misses off away to the left-handers have been in a spot like that. 2-0, but that gets her 1-1 rather. Should be 2-0. Green gets up to second base.
On the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Whoa. Slider got away from him.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, we certainly lost the magic with Torkelson, I think. Even though that was a really good pitch. Well located. In the dirt.
In the dirt.
I didn't even really mean to go to third. Instincts alone told me that pitch was going to get by Rutschman. 2-2. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the third strikeout of the night for Kyle Bradish.
Like this, you don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs.
So here's Glaber.
Right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way, it'll click, and he can get
Sinker
out
of
of this
his
as quickly as
moves so
possible.
well.
Breaking
1-1.
ball inside. And that's
Still a chance to get
the
him
runner at second with one away.
pitch count-wise to the point that he's just about out of this game.
And that one fouled off.
1-2. I mean, the stamina already looking rough. I think he'll probably be able to get through 4 the way this is going. Down the line. Oh, what a great swing from Glaber.
Coming home.
Torres on his way to second, and Green will score.
Pulls him off the bag.
We can just continue to chip our way back. I suppose you never know, but I mean, we got Kenta Maeda on the mound, presumably, for the next 3-4 innings, so who the fuck knows?
One out, runner at second. And up next for Detroit,
So here's McKinstry. 1 for 1 today.
So far.
And ball
the
1.
first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out and a runner
Single
at
in his first AB, a blooper out into left field. Curveball moves so much. Bradish is a really tough opponent, I gotta say. Don't really remember too many face-offs with him. In the dirt again, and I wish that I would have gone. I think we would have been safe at third base with Torres. Adley Rutschman is just Swiss cheese tonight. 3-1 to McKinstry. Nito do up. I mean, it's a guy that when he gets into one, good things happen. You never know. That one into left field. McKinstry coming home as Glaber Torres. Throw is not in time. And how about an RBI opposite field single for McKinstry? Better than a walk anyway.
Tomas Nido, the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
How are we in this game?
There's a sinker.
Everything that Tomas Nido has seen so far in this game has been away.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Tigers have scored 2 in the inning already. In a 7-4 ball game now. Nido skied it to third base. Jordan Westberg is underneath it.
And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Well, Tomas Nido is human. That was a great timing swing there. Skied it. Ball 1 to Sweeney.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing.
Bradish has been getting those.
Swing at it, so that's a good take by
I might
him.
try and go deep here with Sweeney, even though he doesn't have a lot of power. No. Got a little jumpy, and it's 1-1. Pitch number 70 upcoming here for Bradish.
Late with the swing there.
That's filthy.
1-2.
Hasn't done that with a sinker too much. Damn. Yeah, sinker up and away, slider down and in. Good luck. Tigers scored 2, and I mean, you gotta say, you think we're back in this game a little bit. And if Kenta Maeda can have a good outing, you just never know. And I mean, this is a matchup of 2 teams that are, equally as hot. I believe both teams come into their games today 8-2 in their last 10. Maeda against Rutschman here to start the 4th.
That's in there. And that's strike 1. Rutschman.
9-game hit streak for Adley.
27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Check swing called strike.
And that's the thing that we've got going with Kenta Maeda is the location. Not there on that necessarily. Overall, not a terrible pitch. And the 0-2. Nope.
1-2.
Gotta figure out a way to put away Orioles quicker. Like, they've gotta be averaging 6 pitches per AB. This has been crazy.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
How?
This is a guy that can be
How do you
frustrating for
take
pitchers
that?
Because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first
Good
pitch single
slider will
than have to waste
dispatch
6
a
or 7
Rutschman.
pitches on one hitter. Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself.
Gonna be a
That slider
long
had
day.
hit me written all over it.
Here's
and clearly
Mateo.
He just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch
First
like that,
pitch
you
is
cannot
chopped to
miss it.
Baez.
Those have a chance to go a long way.
Baez
Is that our
fires over to
first pitch out of the game? I think there was maybe one more.
So the batting order.
My
turns
goodness,
over.
but
Cedric
here's Cedric Mullins, the
next
top
to
of the
hit for
order, due
Orioles.
back up again.
And that is out of play.
And the 0-1.
Outside low.
Really a shame that a game like this comes after a day off, when the bullpen is finally fully rested for the most part again.
Fastball for a strike.
Because they really have not been in about a week and a half. Wow.
Next offering way off the plate.
Safe to say that sucked. Popped up. It's going to be a tough play here for
Foul
Nito.
territory for the catcher.
Not sure if he has a play. No.
And that's a foul ball.
2-2 from Maeda. And it's 3-2. I cannot understand this Baltimore team. Strike 3. Took it looking.
3 up, 3 down for the Orioles.
I mean,
They hold a 7-4 lead.
we're figuring out in real time why they've won a lot of games.
Bottom 4, El
Leading up
Mago
for
coming
the
to the
Tigers,
dish.
the third baseman, Javier.
Well, here's Javi. 0 for 1 on the night. And that one into right field. I think it hit a little bit too hard there.
Well, I think the key, I mean,
Javi Baez, by the way, now through 2 at-bats, the first one a little bit more lengthy, has seen nothing but sliders from Kyle Bradish.
Malloy, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, all of a sudden, Bradish wants to throw first pitch strikes. Ground
On
ball.
the ground, right side, and that one handled.
Well,
Already
as great of a
2
job that
Here
we've
goal
done getting his pitch count up.
Here will be a very positive sign for.
He's gotten 2 outs here in the 4th on 3 pitches, which might just buy him the 5th.
Singled and scored back in
Maybe
the
that's a
first.
good thing.
He's 1 for 2.
That one hit hard by Carpenter, and down it goes. Single for Carpenter with 2 away. And extend it for Riley Green, who's already got 2 hits today.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is
Average
a
up to
step or 2
346
behind. The way that he squared up that baseball
Riley
tells
Green.
me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Green
0-1.
up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Home run number 2 on the season for Riley. Came back in the 1st inning. Ooh. Oh. Man, oh man. That slider felt like it was moving in slow motion. That one is going to be trouble. Left center field. Carpenter on his way up to 3rd. Green with a wide turn of first base, but had turned back. I thought he was going into 2nd, but apparently we just didn't hold on long enough, and that will chase Kyle Bradish So neither starter goes deep into this game.
Kyle Bradish gives
And I mean, now, depending on who they throw out there, got Torkelson due up. Bradish gave him fits.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm.
Charlie Morton.
This is his 5th appearance of the year.
I mean, it's a choice.
Spencer Torkelson
Leads with the slurve. Uh-huh.
That misses.
Ball 1. New pitcher, new umpire, I guess. Oof.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I did not expect Morton to come out of the pen firing
We're
heaters.
here in the bottom of the 4th.
1-1. And
Center
popped
field.
up by
Mullins
Torkelson.
settles under it.
I kind of had a feeling that was just going to be Torque in a really bad spot.
Tigers strand a pair, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score.
Damn it. That is 6 runners left on base for the Tigers today. None for the Orioles.
Back at the ballpark
Leading
as
off
we
for the
take a
Orioles,
check of the
the first
bullpen
baseman,
so far this
Ryan
season.
I mean, the innings is low, but the ERA is good. And, of course, we don't really walk anybody when we get into that stage of the game. Well, Maeda back to work. Had a good
Back to
4th.
work.
Check swing.
Byrne tries
not
to check
go.
his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go.
Have we gotten couch cam? On the
Grounds
ground,
one
Trey
short.
Sweeney.
Throws to first. One up, one down.
Maeda already more
And now
efficient
it's going to be Gunnar
than
Henderson.
Casey Mize was.
Gunnar Henderson.
Just missed.
But I mean, and it's sad to say, Maeda can locate in this game much better than Casey can. Popped
Swung
up on the infield.
Popped up left side. Baez.
Javier Baez underneath that.
2 away.
That's good practice for when we put Javi in center.
They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now Tyler
2
O'Neill,
down,
who's
bases
just been a
empty.
problem
Tyler
today.
O'Neill getting ready to hit. There's a strike.
2 for 2, including a home run that put the Orioles on the board to make it 2-1 at that time.
Slice down the right side.
Well, at least that's an improvement on last night. Yesterday, they were showing the Sanders camp, even when there was no chance he went with who was on the clock. Sweeper.
I don't know how you take that.
This Orioles team is annoying as hell. Now I want to hit hard, and Tyler O'Neill is 3 for 3.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Yep. He's just going to own us today,
Now it's gonna
apparently.
be Jordan Westberg.
Jordan Westberg, hard foul, missed with a sweeper.
Next offering is in for a strike. O'Neill leads off first.
Try it again.
2 down to the inning.
And Torkelson keeps it in front of him. Should have a play to make the tag.
1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th.
Only 1 hit
It's
that
the
inning
Orioles
allowed by
7,
Maeda.
Tigers 4.
Tigers are hanging around. We're hanging around.
And we're back. Here's Gleyber
This could be a
Torres.
rally-thon game, but I want to get a little bit deeper. Charlie Morton back to work.
Called strike right there. Activity
I know
in the
he's only
bullpen for
thrown
Baltimore.
5
Keegan
pitches,
Aiken
4
up
pitches
and
actually.
loosening in the pen.
But the
Soto
fact that
also
3 of
throwing.
them have been heat. Yep.
Strike to Gleyber.
I thought I could get it. Broke way lower than I expected.
Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough
0-2.
to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, Charlie Morton out of the pen is carving us up.
So digging in, Zach McKinstry.
Torres was 2 for 2. McKinstry is 2 for 2. There is a very pink cloud out there in right field.
And first off,
How does Charlie Morton still have 96?
A little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Good God. Chopper from McKinstry.
Mateo.
2 away.
Fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Chase the sinker
That's what
low.
the sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit.
Now
Get the
Nito.
ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
I mean, this is working out to perfection for Baltimore.
Nito in the box here.
And I mean, even Morton's even getting screwed on more calls, way more calls than Bradish did already. That one hard hit, snagged at third base, and Tomas Nido has no prayer.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in
Oh
the
my
perfect
God.
spot to make a great play.
I thought I was frustrated when Kyle Bradish was on the mound.
Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. And now Colton Cowser.
Here's Colton Cowser against Maeda.
There's a strike.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%.
30 pitches in, 31 pitches
reason why they're scoring
into Kenta's night. Hard hit, Sweeney on the backhand. Good throw.
On to Torkelson. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Those 2 runs for Detroit a couple innings ago are certainly keeping this game close enough.
That's in there, and that is strike 1.
And this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Eek.
On its way to
I don't know
the
why
corner,
that pitch was so bad,
and that
but
drops
at least
foul.
it's foul. The 0-2 on Mayo.
Foul ball
Rip
still
foul.
0-2.
Ready for the fastball, safe to say. 0-2 again. And that's on the ground, Torres.
Torres handles.
2
Sends
gone.
it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Cannot stress the importance of what Maeda is doing enough.
That one clips the outside corner. 0-1.
0-1.
I mean, first game of a 10-game or a 10-day run with games, and to come out here and just limit the bullpen, eat innings up, that's massive. Torkelson underneath that for the final out of the top half of the 6th.
8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th.
Still got a chance here in this game if Charlie Morton decides to not be an alien. Which I'm not sure is very likely.
Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
News and notes. Chris Paddock on fire. He was not when we saw Minnesota a little while ago. And speaking of, Cal Raleigh breaks out of a 2-for-22 slump. Wasn't slumping when we saw the Mariners. Well, 8-9-1 here for Detroit.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the
That's
left-handed
a cutter that I'm not sure we have seen yet
is up and throwing
from Charlie Morton. Now, granted, he's got 4 outs on 10 pitches. 1-1 here on Sweeney.
1-1.
4 runs on 10 hits for the Tigers, 7 on 6 for the Orioles.
Just
2-1.
missed.
6 Tigers have been left on base. Oh. It's a pitch you got to do damage on, but it just kept moving. Got to meet that out in front. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
That's a strikeout.
Did he say, wait, did commentary just say Kenley Jansen? I have to watch that back. He doubled down on the slurve.
I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're
and Baez to center. That one will drop. 1 out single. Javi finally breaks through. Hit a ball hard his last time, but didn't get a result out of it. And now here's Jahan.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it.
Right when you feel like we got a chance to start some momentum, Charlie Morton gets a call.
Tap foul at the plate.
Felt like I sat back as long as I could on that changeup. All right there, 0-2.
Next offering is down low.
I would not be surprised to see that slurve again. Down low.
Ball 2.
2-2 on Malloy. Could be a massive base runner for us with Carpenter due up next. And make it full.
Really nice 2-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but could.
Got to be ready for that slurve again, but thrown in a much better spot. And inside, never even a thought. 2 on, 1 out. Kerry Carpenter is due up, and we haven't done this since the New York Yankees.
But he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And it's about time we do it again. The rally thong has been enabled. Now the rally thong has started off its tenure 0 for 2, which is of course not ideal. But maybe today is the day. Kerry Carpenter.
Carpenter in the box now. Takes
rally thong is due.
A high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 fastballs in really good location from Charlie Morton. Gotta be wary about something inside off the plate here.
2 on, 1 out. That one misses.
Or he just dotted something and didn't get the call. Oh my.
It'll lead at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly
down low, 2-2. Tigers might have caught a break. Now we got to make him pay for that break. Oh, we caught another break. That was just strike 4.
With 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Oh my goodness, what an at-bat thrown here by Charlie Morton. Should have had us out 2 pitches ago. Okay. He deserves that, and I'm certainly not thinking changeup up in the zone in that spot. Wow.
So up next,
well, Riley Green, he's had a day. In the past, we would say this isn't that great, but Riley has hit his 2nd home run of the season today. Great time for his 3rd.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No chance.
Tying run at the plate here in the bottom
no
of the
chance.
6th.
Timed it as well as we could have. Oh, dude, you're Charlie Morton, man. You're not. You're not elite. What are we doing here? In the air to center field, and Charlie Morton is going to get out of it again.
And that is the inning.
That was 2 very well-pitched ABs by Charlie Morton against 2 guys that could have done damage against him. With the tying run at the plate, no less. Both times.
And
Unreal.
welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
Well, the Rally Thong still does have 2 innings. However, in Rally Thong history, as Maeda's getting tired through 39 pitches, make that make sense, but okay. In Rally Thong history, we haven't really done much of anything after bringing it out, and then the opposing team generally goes on one hell of a run after, like, the immediate next inning. So we're going to try and get it out here with Maeda.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Not so sure about that. The 1-2. Got him. Good strikeout by Kenta.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this. Known for
Lions acquire picks number 57 and 230 from the Broncos for picks number 60 and 130. Brad must really want somebody. Brant Herter will enter the game.
Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kenta Maeda will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Feel like I should pull up the draft.
Pitcher for the Tigers, Brant Herter.
Definitely a guy.
So Brant Herter will come on. He has been outstanding in his most recent outings. We're going to hope not to get a pitch clock violation here. Cedric Mullins against Brant Herter.
Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here are the top half.
I have it on, but with no audio, so. On the ground, Sweeney.
To the left. Sweeney.
Good quick transition.
A couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Two-way Ryan O'Hearn.
For the Orioles.
See if Brant can do the job here. Sweeper on the ground, Torres. Not the greatest reaction to it. Brant Herter comes on, gets 2 key outs. So we will not want to go with Brant the rest of this way. We're going to want a long reliever that's going to be able to throw tomorrow if need be.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
Seth Rollins is on my screen. Yes, we did. Torkelson to lead off against Charlie Morton here in the 7th.
Fought off foul.
It's been a rough 0 for 3 for Tork, and he's been pitched really tough.
The corner,
as aforementioned. That slurve was our best chance, but a first pitch slurve. Good luck.
Just missed.
He tried.
Where you want it. It's a good
Credit
miss.
him. He tried. A lefty and Gunnar Henderson. We could get a third out with Brant Herter, I suppose, and then go to a right-hander next up. I'm thinking Tommy Canely. Yep.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
What a slurve.
And way out front of the slurve.
Definitely made him chase a little
What
bit
a
out of the zone
slurve.
right there. I don't think that's a strike.
Well, here's Glaber. I'm starting to think, let's step out here, see if there's anybody on the bench that might be a better call. Colt Keith, technically, no. But I feel like having a left-hander up would be beneficial here. So we're going to bring Colt Keith into the game. Just mentally, I feel like this could do wonders for us. Ball 1.
First offering misses badly for
And
ball
maybe they
1.
work around him, too. I mean, I know we got McKinstry due up next, but...
Here at the bottom of the 7th.
2-0.
And another ball.
Might just walk him. In the air to center. Colt Keith has crushed one. Going back at the wall. It is caught. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder.
Perfect to center with the wind at its back. Died. McKinstry will foul one away.
And that's a foul ball.
It's been that kind of game. 0-2 now on McKinstry. Both strikes from Morton. Morton could finish this thing out.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
He really could. Yep.
Now 5 strikeouts for him.
5 strikeouts for Charlie Morton. I mean, so what I'm failing to understand, though, is why Charlie Morton's able to go as deep as he is and still be at half stamina, but I got Kenta Maeda, who gets tired after 35 pitches. I do not understand. So we're going to try and get Gunnar out with Brant Herter. Strike 1 is the call. And then Brant Stay will be done regardless of the outcome.
Oh, he doesn't get the call.
Perhaps a bit of a makeup. You cannot be serious.
Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen.
Where did that miss?
It's 8-4.
I don't think it did.
Boost the win probability for sure.
Oh my God.
That's an impressive
That's a fastball aimed down and in that Gunnar Henderson just took the other way.
Don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Well, I guess Tommy Kahnle comes on.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen.
Nope, it missed. Just kind of the story of the day.
And here is Tyler O'Neill.
Ground ball to Sweeney.
Short. Whips it across.
One away.
And O'Neill is retired.
Nope. Fastball aimed down and in, time perfect, and it got taken deep because it missed over the heart of the plate.
Jordan Westberg. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Baltimore's first run since the 3rd. And, you know. All right, Lions pick is being selected here.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tate Ratledge, guard from Georgia.
Okay. Offensive line. Gotta go there eventually. Yeah. Again, in Brad Holmes, we trust.
The challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything
back
down
at it.
part of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And 3-0.
And it's ball 3. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a
4-pitch walk from Kahnle.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk.
Game is going from bad to worse here.
Threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Kowser stands in now.
This is honestly one of our worst games of the year in terms of the base on balls. Pitch in the dirt, good speed, but a good block by Nito.
So
Perhaps we were due for a game like this,
at first, one gone.
where just nothing goes right.
Gets a piece.
And I mean, this whole pitching staff has been so good as of late. I mean, they were kind of due for this.
That's down and in, a slider missed.
And I mean, it doesn't help that the Orioles will not swing at anything outside of the zone. Been a rough one. My pitchers can't locate. We got to sit here through 7-8 pitch at bats all game. And I mean, 3-2. Yet again. Here we go.
Ninth pitch of the at bat due next. Swing and a miss.
That's just the, like, if you haven't seen it, I'm done dealing with you. If I walk you, I don't care. Type pitch. I mean, it's been one of those games.
In this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that
Kobe
can
Mayo,
take that
strike
information,
one.
process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch. Go right after that hitter.
Right at Malloy. Should be able to make the play, and he does. Well, Gunnar Henderson did Gunnar Henderson things.
It's now 8-4. You're watching Major League Baseball.
He was out in front on that ball. What the fuck do you mean that's to left center field?
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll.
What on earth?
Of the eighth, Gregory Soto. He last pitched
So
2 days
Tomas
ago.
Nido
Now at the plate,
against Gregory Soto here. We're able to get a couple base runners on. Never mind. We'd have Carpenter and we'd have Green, who both suck against lefties.
And that one clips the corner.
So we're going to have to luck out here.
Keegan Aiken is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde.
Probably going to have to make a move. Get Sweeney out of this game.
That's off the mark. And now it's even 1-1.
Yep. I really don't know who's going to take him now. And Nido fouled away. We chased above the zone a little bit. Former Tiger, Gregory Soto.
And that's in the dirt.
Great velocity, not great command. Fouled off by Nido. Sweeper up and in. Have to imagine that's where he wanted it. And a chopper. Nido is not quick, so this is out number 1.
Slings to first. He's out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop,
Trey Sweeney.
Well, see if there's anybody we can sub Trey Sweeney out for. And yes, there is Andy Ibanez.
So now a pinch hitter, Andy Ibanez. 1 out, the base.
5 outs remaining here for Detroit, but see if Andy can spark a rally.
And first offering is fouled off.
Launched on a slider. Our timing has just been off much of this day. I have not been able to barrel up a sinker really all game long. And we've seen a lot of sinkers.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside.
Yeah, here's Javi.
Absolutely frozen.
Baez, chopper. Gonna be a tough backhand play, but play will be made.
Baez gone in the play. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers.
I said Gregory Soto can't locate, and he just dotted a slider up and into us. What the fuck was that?
So remaining in the game defensively, Andy Ibanez taking over as the new shortstop now following his pitch.
I might just, well, I can't even just sacrifice Tommy Canley in this spot. So, I mean, in a game where it's not likely we're going to come back, if we need another arm, warm up Lee, warm up Horn.
And the first pitch misses for ball.
Ump don't want to go home. Why would we?
next offering is
I know he
back.
swung and fouled that off, but I'm not sure if the umpire's sure.
Swing and a
Chopper,
ground ball.
first chance in the
Keith
field for Colt Keith, and he
to first,
does
but it
that.
pulls him off the bag.
The batter,
Well, he
number
keeps
3.
the hitting streak
Second
going
base.
with that.
That's a
big
bait-
knock right there,
Mateo.
coming through under pressure. And
On what
not the ideal
planet
way
is
to get the
that a
job
base
done, but
hit?
It works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous
In what world? He's got time, but Keith rushes the throw off balance and throws it off the back. In what
hitting streak.
sick and twisted world is that a base hit?
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can
I mean,
move on with
honestly,
the
what are
game.
we
Otherwise,
doing
you
here
start
today?
gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him.
It's a very rare occurrence in MLB The Show here in these last 2 years.
Dominating strikeout there on
A
just
3-pitch
three pitches,
strikeout, and they're all
that's what a good
all
power pitcher
swinging.
can do to you. If he's hitting the spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Mullen.
Tommy Canley's got it going now a bit. Nah, not on that.
Missing, and that is ball 1. The other way, and that's just foul.
How you hit that ball the other
The
way
base
and
runner at first
barely
with one
miss
out.
the line, I don't know. Good slider. It hits Canley and dies.
First, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got.
Can
some
we
feeling
get
in
out
that
of the
leg
game,
so he can
please?
land on it, like you said, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks
Going
like
to
he's gonna be
Bailey
okay
Horn
and
is
try
a
to
great
continue
way
to
to
move.
not
Comes a
get
skipper
out
out
of
the
this
dugout,
game,
and he's
but I'm
ready to
just
make a
so
move.
over it.
Tommy Canley out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Pitching for the
New pitcher for the
Tigers.
Tigers, Bailey Horn.
Well, welcome Bailey Horn.
With a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right
Great
there,
first
so
pitch.
We'll see how it works out.
O'Hearn in the
Ryan
box now
O'Hearn
as
is
he
1
leaves
for
that one up
4.
high.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball.
Perfect. Into right field. Throw by McKinstry will hold. That
Throw
runner
back
at
in,
third.
holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
And a bad
Next
game
hit
for the
Baltimore,
Tigers is
Gunnar
getting
Henderson.
worse.
There's a strike.
Bases are juiced for Gunnar Henderson, who's already gone deep tonight.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Chopper could be 2. Ibanez with a great flip onto Keith. Cannot get it to first in time with the speed of Gunnar. It is 9-4.
Base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break
Oh,
up the double play.
the flare there
But the
from
slide impacted
Ibanez.
the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So here's the cleanup hitter,
Tyler O'Neill,
He
of
launched
course,
the
we would
solo
have
shot
to
back
face
in the
him one
second
more
inning of this
time.
one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Looking for his 4th hit of the night.
On the outside corner. That's
Oh,
strike
now
one.
the ump wants to go home? Now?
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins in this situation.
Swing and a
And a
miss.
swing and a miss. Down on strikes. They
Well,
lead
we
the
will head to the
team.
9th. The Orioles tack on another run.
To the bottom of the
We still
ninth
have hockey
go.
to play.
Top of the order, due up. It's the
Malloy,
Orioles
Carpenter,
9
and
the Tigers
Green
4.
are due up. But it's not a very likely rally here.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to start
45.
the bottom of the ninth. Keegan Aiken.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season.
Well, it is
Something
Keegan
to keep in
Aiken,
mind here.
which means it's a left-hander.
Justin Henry Malloy.
Which means we're just gonna be lucky to get Carpenter or Green or both on base.
a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
And really, ever since Kyle Bradish left this game, the location for the Orioles has been mostly great.
Catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And he chases a high fastball there.
No ball. 2 strikes.
3-pitch pitcher is Aiken. 1-2. All fastballs, all at the elbows.
Swing and a miss.
That's
Struck him
disgusting.
out. Now 1 away.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still.
Now Carpenter.
Rarely see that. It almost
Tigers are down 5 here with 2 outs remaining.
I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff.
Carpenter hit hard left field. That'll be out number 2.
Makes the catch.
It's probably the most power Carpenter has exhibited against a lefty this year. So I guess little victories.
And now the center
Here's
fielder,
Riley Green.
He's already homered here in this one. First
1-1.
pitch misses.
Story of this game is going to have to be the amount of runners the Tigers left on base. 8 of them.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up.
We out-hit the Orioles ever so slightly,
in recent games.
but did less with them.
Now 3-0. 2 down.
3-0 on Green. They haven't wanted anything to do with him, so I suppose the automatic take, and it is ball 4. They'd rather face Torkelson, which is telling.
Guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something.
Torkelson is 0 for 4.
Torkelson.
And I mean, Aiken has not made a mistake in this inning when he hasn't meant to miss out of zone.
Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
You get the call on that, but my God, the location has been killer. Now 2-1. Gleyber Torres would be due up next.
And a swing and a miss there.
The fact that that fastball just moves as much as it does is rough.
The Tigers down to their final strike.
Torkelson will foul away. Good slider on the inside edge. And I mean, pitch 4 is a Keegan Aiken mistake. It really is. Hasn't made a big one this inning. Inside, full count.
Inside a sharp slider.
Great RBI.
Now we're making the closer work.
Focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Ball 4.
2-1
Take your base.
and 2 outs.
Well, it is very improbable. Keegan Aiken will exit here. Well, and I guess it wasn't even a save situation in the first place, so that wasn't the closer. We're probably about to see the closer.
Now pitching for the
CNL Perez will take over here.
No.
And you know, bullpen guys can
CNL Perez, 8 games, ERA right around 2.5. Another left-hander.
We'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Colt Keith to center. Gonna be a tough play. It drops. Run is coming home, and the Tigers score here in the 9th. Colt Keith with a soft serve single to center.
First and
Now
second.
batting.
It's Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry.
Tomas Nido is due up next. Strike 1 to McKinstry. That is not a surprise. We're not looking for McKinstry to try and deliver a hit to get us in this game. Just extend this 9th inning. Up the middle, that one is not gonna get through. McKinstry beats it out.
1 out away from this game being over, but
Whoa.
a single keeps them alive.
3rd hit of the day for Zach.
Last-minute spark.
Oh, I really thought they were gonna flip that onto second base. So this game is not over. Tomas Nido is the batter. We just don't have anybody worth a shit that can hit in this spot. Nobody is the right move. I mean, if anybody was, it might be Dylan Dingler. I don't know. We honestly just have to hope this gets extended. Dylan Dingler will come on. Ball one.
Inside, and it's 1-0. With the tying run at the plate.
How the fuck do we have a chance here? It's a slim chance, but it's a chance. Ground ball, that'll do it. Got on top of a sinker. Dingler grounds out, and the Tigers end this game in a very fitting way. Stranding the bases loaded. I mean, we left so many runners on base today. We had no issue getting on base, but had just all of the issues trying to push those runners home. Charlie Morton earns the win, his second. Casey Mize drops to 1-3 as the Orioles win the opener of a 3-game weekend series.